As to where each story starts, it always starts from where you're originally from. And I'm originally from, well, my family. However, I won't go that far because I have a big family, like big family tree. So I'm only going to start with my parents, my mom and my dad, starting with, well, my mom. Also, my mom's my influential person, of course. Also, a reason why I said I'm from my family is because, well, I moved around a lot and there was no place really for me that I considered home. Just my good old family. Let's get into it. Initially, for my mother, her mother and father didn't really care for her growing up, which is kind of ironic, especially to the fact how my family values family. But I guess that makes sense because we value it more than my mom's family did, if that makes sense. In other words, my mom tried to prevent the cycle from what happened to her and raise us in a way that we just all love each other and not go against each other like her family did. Instead of having a caring mother or father, she had a mother who didn't want anything to do with her. Her mother wouldn't have cared if her daughter died by a ruthless thug in El Monte, California, in other words. As for my mother's father, she really never knew her father at all. In fact, to this day, my mom's mom still doesn't tell her. Or maybe to the fact that he was just a random guy and she didn't really know him well, so that's probably a reason why she never tells my mom. For my mother's father figure growing up, that would be her uncle on her nana's side. She always had deep memories with him. The uncle she had was the type to go all out for everyone on 4th of July barbecues and Thanksgiving dinners. Also to walk you to school from the dangers of the city/neighborhood. Maybe that's why those are her favorite holidays, especially to the fact that she goes all out as well. Well, as for me growing up, I mean, she does bring our entire family just to celebrate, and I do love that turkey. As for all things good, it always comes to an end. Her uncle had left her at such a young age. In reality, she wanted him to stay and protect her from her mother and her stepdad into treating her badly. Instead of telling her uncle that, she simply said goodbye and cried in her room. Fast forward to age 16. My mom had gotten kicked out. There was no reason she had gotten kicked out. I even asked my mom's mom myself. She didn't say a reason. Out of this, my mom had to grow up quickly and get her own place at such a young age. Everything was looking great until my deadbeat father came along to the point where he doesn't deserve a slide. And then I came along when my mom was at age 17. As much as I am upset with him, they were in love for a time. But then he wanted nothing to do with me when I came along. Out of this, they broke up. This all happened at the University Village apartments before it was bought from the school. That's right. My mom used to live in the exact same apartments I'm currently attending right now. That's how I knew the university in the first place. After the breakup, my dad came along. Let's just say he really wanted to prove something to my mom. And so he did. He joined the United States Army and became a combat engineer. And my mom married my dad out of this because she thought it was romantic. Despite not having enough time talking about my dad, I love him so, but he has a very similar story to my mom, who was just this nobody growing up in El Monte, California, and that he had no purpose until he met my mom, and then everything in making, well, my sisters. Out of this, they would be a huge inspiration for me. I guess you could see why I'm doing this and what the position means to me. And that's to be a good role model to my parents and to my younger sisters, only due to the fact that I value family entirely. Heck, you could see my resume right here. It's really good, by the way. And then you could also see my grades. I'm getting a good score in my class, but that's not the point. The point is that I'm a great candidate, and that if you really want me, you can see my whole entire story when you get me.